Well, welcome aboard. This probably will be my last rant against Mike Bobo. And it's not because he won't be there. It's just I'm tired of talking about it. Georgia's down 14 nothing, and it's not even through the first quarter. Defense doesn't look good. But we all know what's going to happen. The over-under's 48.5, and Alabama has already gobbled up 14 of those points. How many points does Mike even have left? Well, typically in games like this, he'll just shut it down. And this thing could end 38 to 7, something like that. Don't know how it's actually going to go. I'll just check in the morning to see how the game went because I'm really tired of watching this Georgia program. What once was the joy of the weekend has become a burden, and it's not worth it. Now, I understand Georgia's up against the gun. They got the networks. They don't like Georgia being good because it's not good for business. That shouldn't matter. Kirby Smart had a good thing, and he let it slip out of his fingers. Hiring Mike Bobo was a mistake, and then signing him to a 3-year deal was catastrophic. But defending him is defenseless. Nobody can defend this guy as a coordinator. He's already got his hooks into the program, and he's practically destroyed this team's ability to even function offensively. That can't be defended, but it will be. It'll be rationalized, blah, blah, blah. We all know that. And the guy will be here, and he did it back in 2008 when he got here. He took a preseason #1 team and went 10-3 and accomplished nothing. The next 2 years, he was a losing coach. And then he had 2011 and 12, and he threw away championships both times by ignoramus play calling. And then it never happened again. And then Kirby Smart came along, and everything looked great. And then some reason, somehow, he brought this clown back. And it's already destroyed the program. I don't know how long it's going to take to build it back up. It may not happen because the dynamics of college football have already become scrambled. But they ought to take some of that over-under money and put it back into the NIL if they're going to collect it every week. Somebody's getting it because you've hit it. Vegas thinks you're going to score more than you do every week. The numbers are pathetic, and nobody would tolerate it, but Kirby Smart only tolerates it, but he adores it. So it's almost, at this point, just go ahead and, it doesn't matter what happens to this Georgia team tonight. It doesn't matter at all. Yeah, I mean, Georgia's got nobody in their corner. At least Miami's got the conference on it backing them up to save their tails today. Should have lost that game. Do a video about that. A travesty of officiating. It took them almost half an hour to decide who won the game. You'd think they were having an election. So it doesn't matter what happens to Georgia because it doesn't matter about college football anymore. It would be nice to go out winning, but it's okay. The game is corrupt. The game is garbage. Total garbage. Not worth my time. Probably not worth your time. That's your decision. I'm not here to dissuade you from enjoying college football if you do so. By all means, be my guest. But we're going to be talking to Georgia fans, nobody else. I don't really care about anybody else. Now, Georgia fans are the most disgusting group collectively out there. You can't tell them anything, and they'll find reasons to make Bobo build a statue for him tonight. I don't know what's going to happen. You're only down 14-0. You could still win the game. If all those rumors of this talent were even half true, you could still win it. But they won't. Because Bobo doesn't want to score. How many times do I have to tell you what he's doing? It's obvious what he's doing. What's that? Well, let's just say he makes a concerted effort not to score. What would that be? That's not what an offensive coordinator is supposed to do. But he does it. He's infiltrated and sabotaged this offense where it barely functions. And we paid a high price. Paid a high price when you brought him in. This program had it all. You couldn't stop them. They were unstoppable. Still could be. But they keep stopping themselves. They keep stopping themselves. And that's Georgia's problem since day one, is they always get in their own way. And this time, we've done it probably the worst way we ever could. Man, should have took at least 5 years to wreck this program, but Mike Bobo has managed to do it in a season and 3 games. Not being able to beat Alabama when you're a Georgia coach, having that as a permanent reminder on your record that you've never done it, shouldn't add to your qualifications. We need to beat that team. If you want to be what Georgia tries to be, you've got to beat everybody, especially Alabama. But you can't. You're not going to be able to blame this one on the referees. Bama's beating you to a pulp, and you're not fighting back. And if Bobo's track record in such games, he doesn't fight back. 2011 championship game, he got behind and he stayed behind, and the offense was horrible, even though it seemed pretty good the first drive. 2012 had the ball at the goal line, and the worst play you could imagine. There was no chance that play would have been successful if everything worked the way it should. He didn't want to score it. Caught the under. Lost championship, but caught the under. Why is that so important? Why is that something I can point to with accuracy? And no one acts like there's something wrong? A guy catches the under most of the time? You don't see a pattern there? Is it possible that we've been conned by a real slick con man? Make him do it somewhere else. That's all I got.